implications on how good that defense is going to be. I think the reason we didn't draft linebackers in the draft, we have a lot of players that between the opt-outs and injuries last year, they didn't play. So like Anfernee Jennings, he's like a hybrid linebacker out of Alabama, a lot of speed. He was injured all last year. He got injured even the year before that as a rookie. So no one's talking about him. You got Josh Uche, who was injured last year from Michigan. He's a linebacker. He's got speed. He's going to have a good year. They're not bringing back Hightower. They just lost another one to the Chargers. Who went to the Chargers? They just signed our guy. I can't remember who it was. Hightower is still out there on the free agent market.
What you call it? Oh, he was released by the Patriots. So, Van Noy.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Yeah.
See Sony Michel went to the Dolphins?
I did, and I don't think that's a bad move. I mean, he's still young enough to where he's got some juice in those legs.
That backfield
is loaded. It's like loaded with like
Skin Connors.
It's loaded with scrubs. You got Edmonds. So you have Chase Edmonds, Myles Gaskin, Sony Michel, and Mostert.
Yeah.
Like Mostert's 29, going to be 30, so he's definitely at the back nine.
You got your Gesicki. That's a pretty tight end.
Yeah, 100%. Dolphins are going to be good. Even the Jets are going to be good. Like I looked at the Pat schedule, and they're gonna have a tough freaking year.
It's weak. Their schedule.
What are you talking about? It's weak.
Exactly.
All the Patriot writers are picking them to go like 8 and 9.
Yeah, I'm not even saying we get to 8.
They're picking them to finish in last place in the division.
I don't think. I think this.
Holy crap!
The Jets have a harder schedule in my.
They have 2 wins against the Jets. There's 2 wins.
I don't know, man. Jets actually draft. Like they draft. If Zach Wilson can ball this year, that's not an easy win.
But the Jets, you ever notice the rule employers? I hate to tell you.
Pats play the Dolphins, in my opinion, right? I'm looking at the Patriots schedule. Dolphins would beat the Patriots September 11th. Then we get the Steelers. We should win that one because we're probably going against Mitchie Poo. Then we play the Ravens, so now we're 1-2. Ravens beat us. Then we play the Packers. Packers beat us, so now we're 1-3. We play the Lions. We're 2-3. Play the Browns 2-4.
They beat the Browns last year. They smoked them.
They didn't have Deshaun Watson last year.
Okay, but I don't know if he's even playing Deshaun Watson.
He's not going to get suspended anytime soon. Then they got the Bears. We'll beat the Bears. Then we play the Jets. We'll get one of those. Colts, Pats will probably be a wash. That's a tough game to predict. But they got Matt Ryan. They still have a pretty good defense. Then you play the Jets again. Maybe we win it. Vikings.
It's an easy win. Vikings suck.
What are you talking about?
The Vikings are terrible.
Are you shitting me? The Vikings are probably going to win your division.
No, the Packers are going to take the division.
With what receiver?
I told you Christian Watson.
Rodgers going to throw it himself?
The Watson.
And Minnesota, meanwhile, Minnesota has Thielen, Conklin, Jefferson, Dalvin. I don't care if they have Kirk Cousins as a quarterback. Like, he's still a salvageable quarterback. They really did a lot on their defensive end, on their defensive front. So, like, I just totally disagree with you. I say the Patriots, that'll be a good matchup. Let's say we give the Patriots that win. Then we play Buffalo, loss. Cardinals, loss. Raiders, right now on paper, loss. Unless Derek Carr can get hurt. Bengals, loss. Dolphins, again, maybe we win that one, but doubt it. Then the Bills, again, to end the season. Like, it's just, there's no easy wins. You got the Jets. That's probably the 2 easiest ones, and the Bears and the Lions.
I'll tell you what, though, being I'm a diehard Chiefs fan, but once, jerseys come out, I don't care if it's Jets or not. I want to give me a Breece Hall jersey.
They traded up to get him.
That kid is awesome.
Dude, and then,
I'm watching some of his highlights from Iowa State.
They pissed me off with that pick because I really thought it was going to be like Michael Carter's year this year to be the bell cow. And I think what's going to happen is Breece will be the bell cow and Carter will be like the third down back.
So if you don't think the Packers
are good.
If you don't think the Packers are winning, why are they second projected to win the Super Bowl behind Tampa?
Because of one person, Aaron Rodgers. They apparently think Aaron Rodgers can catch balls. I'm just telling you, Packers are not going to have a give me. This is their schedule. They play the Vikings, you win that one. You play the Bears, you win that. Then you play the Bucks, you lose. You play the Patriots, you win. So now you're 3-1. Giants 4-1. Jets 5-1. Commanders 6. Jesus, you guys have a cookie cutter schedule.
That's what I'm saying.
Commanders 6-1. Bills. I'm gonna say the Bills are better than you, so they're 6-2. Lions 7-2. Cowboys could beat you there, so I'm gonna say the Cowboys 7-3. Titans are sneaky. I'll say you win that. Go 8-3. Eagles will beat you in an upset. 8-4. Then you get the Bears. Then you get the Rams. So I'm looking at them. Then you get the Dolphins. The problem is you guys get to play the fucking Lions and the Bears. There's 4 guaranteed wins in that division. I'm just saying don't sleep on Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's going to be bad.
I don't think Cousins is that
I'll tell
good.
you what, though, if Kirk Cousins gets hurt, they're going to be bad. I was looking up their depth chart for quarterbacks, and holy crap.
Is it Kellen Mond?
Kirk Cousins is first string. QB2 is Sean Mannion. Then QB3 is Kellen Mond.
Kellen Mond.
Who the hell is Sean Mannion?
Shows
him in a Rams uniform.
Yeah, he used to be with the Rams. He came out of he came out of OSU.
I'm like, the St. Louis Rams uniform shows up.
Yep. I got the Chiefs schedule in front of me if you want to go through that. Start out against the Bears, easy dubs. Then you get the Cardinals. That'll be a good game. Chargers, Colts, Bucks. You guys have a tougher matchup than anyone.
Yeah, for our first 8 games are the toughest.
Bills, that'll be a good one. Niners. I mean, it really until you play the Jags, you're pretty much playing playoff teams. Bengals, that Bengals one, December 4th. What's your take there? That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, they still have us winning the division.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, man. I can't wait. I already miss football. Speaking of football, did you guys see that ESPN released their rankings by position for their first mock draft for the summer?
I don't know if I'm going to watch Monday Night Football though with Joe Buck and Aikman.
Oh fuck yeah! Listen, I will tell you this. I'll watch
the Manny Cast.
I will still prefer Joe Buck and Aikman over fucking Chris Collinsworth.
See, I like Collinsworth.
Oh, I hate Collinsworth. All he does is says, "Here's a guy," and then here's what he's thinking, and then look, Tony Romo threw this pass. Yeah, he was totally thinking this, and here's a guy, and fuck off. I hate Chris Collinsworth.
Freaking Amazon Prime with Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit.
I know. I'd rather watch that because I like Herb. But yeah, so they released their top 10, their rankings for position. But at quarterback, you guys tell me if you agree or disagree with the 5 in this order. QB1 is Josh Allen. QB2 is Patrick Mahomes. QB3 is Justin Herbert. QB4 is Lamar. And QB5 is Tom Brady.
That's ESPN's ranking?
That's their rankings right now. Jalen Hurts is outside of being in the top 10. He was a top 10 last year.
I think Wichita should be in the top 5.
Who's that?
Rodgers.
Even without the receivers?
Yeah.
Oh, without receivers. Oh, I thought you were talking about like individually, not as a team wise.
Yeah, so this is they're saying right now they're ranking their
team wise, like the quarterbacks who have the best teams.
No,
do well.
No. This is for fantasy. These are the top fantasy quarterbacks. So in that order, would you agree or would you add Rodgers in? Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady.
I don't know about Lamar though. You traded away Hollywood Brown.
I agree. You traded
freaking Arizona.
I had 2 issues. I had Herbert. I did not think Herbert's a top 5, and I didn't think Lamar was a top 5. If you ask me who I would put into those 2 spots, I think Rodgers is there, and I think
Burrow has Chase, Higgins.
He should definitely, if he finishes out like what he did last year, he should definitely be there. But I really thought Jalen Hurts should easily be there with adding A.J. Brown.
Stafford was not in there. He won the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. Well, this is just fantasy though.
I know.
But yeah, he had a great year.
The only one he doesn't have is Beckham.
So would you would put Stafford ahead of Lamar?
I put Stafford and Burrow ahead of him.
Ahead of Herbert and Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I think Rodgers should be first.
Yeah.
Colorado, no. He might be in this. He might. I would say I would put Burrow above Lamar, and I think Lamar might be like 6 or 7. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Where did Rodgers be?
Is he your top? Is he in top 5?
No, I think he's in the top 10.
Oh, he's definitely top 10. I agree.
I think he might be 8 or 9. I think he might fall a little down just because he has nobody to throw to.
Yeah, he's on that cusp. Like he's definitely on
You
that
know, there's
cusp.
always that one person, no matter what NFL fantasy draft you're part of. I know you have like 50 of them.
Yeah.
But there's always that one person who always drafts that quarterback in the first round
Oh yeah, and it's usually Patrick Mahomes.
because they're like, "Oh, I have to quarterback first."
And then what
the
did
their team sucks.
right? So that happened last year. In one of my drafts, these guys reached like one guy had Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, and he had another Russ Wilson. But he kept taking quarterbacks on thinking that he was going to trade them. So we had 3 people in our draft. One had Murray and Mahomes. The other one had the Allen and the 2 that I had just mentioned. And they tried trading them all year long and never traded them. So to my opinion, they were wasted roster spots. You know, they were wasted draft picks. I picked up Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, and I was back and forth with them all year. And I picked up them in like the 12th and 13th round. You know, so there's like, you don't have to reach at a quarterback. But people will, you're right. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor was number 1. I disagreed with this next one at Delvin Cook coming in at number 2. Austin Eckler is number 3. Derrick Henry is number 4. Najee Harris is number 5. Nick Chubb fell outside of the top 10. CMC fell to 8. Saquon Barkley not even in the top 20.
I can see that.
I agree with the Barkley. I don't agree with CMC falling to 8 because when he plays, he's going to get you 30 points.
He's always hurt though.
I know.
Where's Aaron Jones in there?
He's top 10.
Oh, he's a top 10.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, number 1, clear cut. I say yes.
Yeah, he had like a phenomenal year last year.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to duplicate those kind of numbers,
Yeah.
but they bring in Matt Ryan so teams can't stack the boxes the way they did against Carson Wentz. He could have a really good year. Najee Harris, in my opinion, was 2. I don't care if it's Mitch as the quarterback or not. Like, Najee Harris was a baller next year. I have the number 2 pick in a couple of my drafts, and Harris is going to be my pick. Because I already know that the first guy is going to go with Jonathan Taylor. So, Delvin Cook, is he in your top 5?
No.
Derrick Henry, top 5?
Yeah.
When he's healthy.
Which last year was an epiphany. That was the only year he was hurt.
Right. That's true.
He's a bell cow.
Is it?
I would say he's top 5. He might be 5 for me. Eckler, top 5?
No, I don't think so. I think he's out. He might be like a 6 or 7.
Who would you put ahead of him?
Aaron Jones, I would put ahead of him.
Where's Damian Harris rank? I'm just kidding. I was trying to go with the homer pick. Anyone that you would change?
Who's a? Why am I drawing a blank? Who's the running back for the Bengals?
Joe Mixon.
He's not that good.
He's good. He had a great year
He's
last
not
year.
in the top 5.
No.
I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's top 10.
I just blanked because I couldn't think of his name.
If you search dudes who hit their wives before, he would pop
Would you
up.
put Elliott up there?
Zeke? No, I think Zeke will fall. He'll be like a lot of teams' second rounders. He's just been with like the Mike McCarthy offense. We've seen it for 2 years now, to where it's like so inconsistent. Last year, you saw Tony Pollard get a lot of those workloads.
Yeah, but what happens if McCarthy gets fired in the first couple of weeks?
I don't see it happening.
He won't get
He's
fired.
on
He won't get. I definitely think he's on the hot seat, but I don't think he's going to get fired mid-year. I think that's Kellen Moore's job after Mike McCarthy anyway, unless they go after Sean Payton. Right, unless they go after Sean Payton.
Do you think Zeke will be in the top 5 then?
No, I still don't. I think Zeke's he's on his last leg. Wide receivers: Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs. Those are your first 5. I agree with all of them. I just don't like the order. I would put Diggs at 3, Adams at 5. Cup, Jefferson, Diggs, Chase, Adams would be my top 5. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, top 5 is it. Top 5 is.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely top 5. They put Jalen Waddle ahead of DK Metcalf.